All right, Danny. Testing. All right, here we go. We ready, guys?
All right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know where the clicker is. It's here somewhere, Danny. Don't worry.
Okay, that's fine.
Sir.
Hola, bienvenidos, buenas tardes, buenos dias, buenas noches, and welcome once more to another episodio of Caldo de Risa. I'm your host, Danny Archila, and I'm here with your other host and good friend, producer extraordinaire, and comedian most hilarious, Mr. Bryan TV. How are you, Bryan? How are you doing?
Hey, everybody. We're back.
It's a beautiful, hot Sunday in Los Angeles, but
Very hot.
don't worry about that water, because today's a triple thirst trap. You'll know our guest from the local Los Angeles comedy scene, where he most notably works with the Haha. He's hosting mics there every Wednesday, and he's got some other ventures coming up, but he's a good friend of the podcast and fellow Latino, so please welcome our great Colombian friend, not Colombian, great Mexican
I
friend.
wish.
This is an exception. This is an exception. He's actually a marvelous Mexican friend of ours, Mr. Russell Navarrette.
What up? What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on this.
Sorry
Of course.
Sorry
Dude,
about the blunder, bud. We're
It's
not
all
used to
good,
having
bro.
people from right next door to
I
California.
mean,
here.
Colombian, Mexican, what's the difference, really? Who do you think is a better dancer, Colombians or Mexicans?
Colombians.
You think Colombians?
I've
I
never
don't
known
know,
a
man.
Mexican that can dance.
What?
What are you talking about?
You're just going to the wrong places.
That's
man.
crazy,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, dude.
Name me one.
All of them.
This guy. That guy probably.
Well, you're probably a better dancer than me.
I can dance when I got a good buzz. Like if I'm sober, dude, I just do the side step with the T-Rex arms.
Yeah, I
you
like
go.
it. That's a classic.
I call that riding the roller coaster.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today, man. Has Danny explained to you what this podcast is?
Yeah, so on our way, I had asked what it's all about, and it seemed pretty straightforward, like almost like any other podcast. Just we're gonna kick it, ask some questions, and there might be a couple games going on.
Couple cool
today.
quizzes, couple games.
That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say for the most part, that's pretty accurate, man.
Yeah.
Danny basically started this thing because he didn't feel Colombian enough.
Oh.
And he wanted a better understanding of his own Colombianism, and I didn't know anything about my own Colombianism, so this has turned into a Colombian, I guess, reflective podcast about what it means to be Hispanic,
Yeah.
and it's turned into what it means to be Hispanic now. So it's like last week we had Mario Rodriguez, or last episode we had Mario Rodriguez on here, and he spoke a little bit about what it was like to be, and then we had a novena special where we had a bunch of Colombians.
Shout out to Lucas Mateus and Steph Turan. They were on that one.
Yeah, they were great. So it's like now, we got another Mexican brother in here. So we're
dude.
excited to learn a little bit more about your experiences as a Mexican man in America, dog.
Oh,
You
dude,
know?
you know what? The Mexican experience, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
I feel like in America, even though you guys are Colombian, people consider you Mexican, So it might not be that much different in general, you know what I mean? Like,
It is interesting how it's like the first nationality people think of when they're like, oh, he's Latino or he's Hispanic. Like, oh, so they're Mexican, right? They're Chicano. It's not always the case, but I mean, I guess, does that happen to you? Do you feel like a sort of relief when someone's like, oh, so you're Mexican, right? And you're like, yes, I am.
well, you know what's crazy? I get like people. The first guess is Mexican, but then since people don't want to be rude and like assume, they're like, oh, he could be Filipino.
Yeah, I could see
or-
Filipino.
Yeah, I get Filipino a lot. I felt like when I was younger, but probably now, I felt like I kind of looked Middle Eastern too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like maybe my nose is too,
Yeah.
Islander or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
Have you ever been confused for like a white guy? Has anybody
dude.
ever looked at you and been like,
Through the phone, yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
Like if you close your eyes when I'm talking to you, they're like, yeah, dude, that guy's name is Chad.
But you never had anybody just come up to you and be like, hey, never even mention it or be like, I didn't know you were.
No, that's crazy. Like, hey, you can't use your white privilege here. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't think I've ever been confused for a white dude.
Like, I thought you were a white guy.
It's pretty specific ones, you know what I mean? It's either
Certainly never been confused for a black guy. That's for sure.
Oh no,
Yeah, we for
dude,
sure
no,
can
no.
check that off.
Exactly. Yeah,
You're a person of color, but not that color.
not that color.
No.
Not below the waist, above the waist. Pretty Mexican, you know.
That's cool. Yeah. I know for me, it's usually Hawaiian or Punjabi. I get a lot of Punjabi people who stop me and think that I'm.
Where's
I think most of
Punjabi
it's
from?
up here.
It's the headband.
The little
you
head
have.
thing.
Punjabi,
Yeah,
that's a sort of Middle Eastern? Or?
It's the thing.
Indians.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Okay.
No, what are these things? The hijab. What's it called?
Oh, that's for Muslims. The hijabs.
Hijab,
Yeah.
The head
But
jobs.
Chumba, what is it?
The Punjabs.
Punjab.
Punjabi.
You were going to say
people-
Chumbawamba?
The Chumbawambas over there.
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again.
No, a lot of Pakistanis and a lot of Indians. I have a lot of Pakistani and Indian friends who, they see this and they think that I'm Sikh, or they think that I practice, and they're like, hey, brother, and I'm like, nah, not me, dude.
Let's go to the meeting.
Yeah.
Death to
Want a
America.
little naan bread? It's like, hell yeah, brother. Like, give me some of that delicious naan. But Danny, have you ever been confused for a white guy?
All the time. I get confused.
All the
for-
time?
I get confused for I guess Danish. You would call it, from Denmark. I
guess I should be asking
a
you if
little
you
bit of
get
that.
confused for Hispanic.
Do I ever
person.
get confused for a Latino?
Yeah.
No, not until they hear my last name. Yeah, like a Danish, Italian, sometimes. Well, actually, a lot of Italian, because when I speak Spanish, I don't sound like a Spanish guy. Like when I speak Spanish, cuando hablo español, me siento como soy de Sicilia o lo que sea. And I don't know why I speak like that.
En lo que
'cause
sea.
Yeah, you add that like.
maybe that's just
tone
my
at
own
the
flair.
end,
I
you
realize
know?
how
It is your own flavor.
non-spick I am, so it's just like I have to go ahead.
Whoa, that's our word, bro.
By the way, yeah, that's a.
You can't use that
you're not
word,
a
brother.
spick,
You
bro.
can't use spick,
I'm the
dog.
Soy
spick, dude.
colombiano. Come on.
You can use the N word, but you can't use spick,
No,
dog.
You-
What's up, Manila?
You can.
What's up, my natia? No, but actually, when I was a Boy Scout, very young, I would close my eyes so often that a couple of like racist white kids would be like, "Oh, are you Japanese? Are you Chinese?" And I'm like, "No, but I wish I was, so I could be proper offended." Like that's so rude,
But
dude.
you also grew up in Florida, so
Yeah, that's
like
the
what's
environment.
the environment like? Is it like a mix? Is it diverse?
A lot of white people, a lot of black people, but like the Latinos, it's not a big variety.
He's
It's
a liar.
No, it is. It's just Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Brazilians, and Colombians. We rarely get any other races over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I mean, it's similar to here. We have Mexicans, we have Salvadorians, people from Honduras.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Because that's just like closer, Central America. and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, because like growing up, I grew up in Bell Gardens, and it's like, dude, it's hella Latino.
Tell us about that. Did you ever like have a lot of friends there? Or were you a little more discriminated for random reasons?
Oh nah, I probably discriminated myself just because it was like I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so it was like.
Oh,
my
shit, really?
God. Yeah.
Oh, are you still practicing?
No, hell no.
You ran away,
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, dude.
I know a bunch of motherfuckers who ran away from
Oh,
Jehovah's
dude,
Witness,
it's
dogs.
too much, bro. It's
Yo,
way
when did
too
you
much.
leave the faith?
Like when I was a teenager.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Were your
yeah.
parents?
They're
you
still
didn't
it. They're
oh, are
still
they
in it.
really?
Yeah,
How do
they're
they feel
deep in
about
it.
your fucking
I mean, I make them
deal with it?
Yeah, deal with it.
It's so interesting. Out of all of the religions, Jehovah's Witnesses for Hispanic folks are never at the top of my list. I never think about, but then you think about just the actual culture and the colonization of like, Central America and South America, and most of that stuff was done by the Spaniards and the
Yeah.
Germans.
I mean, but in
Germany
general,
showed up a
Latinos are
lot.
super like
We're really
religious.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, but they're Catholics. They're usually like
Typical.
regardless,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, they'll have 5-foot crosses with a horrific dead
Yeah, in
Jesus
the
hanging
house.
from in their living room, next to a pot of flowers. You know, it's
For Jehovah's Witnesses.
no, not in Jehovah, but I'm just saying
For
in
Catholics,
general.
yeah.
In general, Latinos are like,
Yeah.
so it's not like weird to think that they couldn't be in other. Types
No,
of
no.
Christianity,
I guess I meant on the lineup.
Oh, yeah. It's like Catholicism, Christianity,
Muslim. I would have expected Muslims
No,
before I had
before
expected Jehovah's Witnesses.
What about Mormons before?
Or Mormons?
Damn.
Even Mormons
We're
before
at the
Jehovah's Witnesses.
bottom of the barrel.
Very,
dude.
yeah. I guess I just never. You guys and the fucking Punjabi people, I guess, would be.
Punjabi.
I
For
just
the
never.
for the uninitiated, what are some like basic facts about Jehovah's Witnesses that are a little more distinguished than the other religions?
I'll answer this. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I want to hear.
No,
Like,
no,
like
no,
what
no.
because besides the door-to-door thing, what else did you have to do?
The door-to-door thing. There was no celebrating any holidays. No holidays being celebrated. They would
You can't even celebrate your birthday, right?
not even birthdays. The only thing they would really celebrate is like anniversary stuff because basically marriage is accepted in the Bible in God's eyes. So it's like, okay, we could celebrate this, you know, because they see everything as like false idolism,
Idols, yeah.
whatever,
Like
and
false
it's-
gods and false
Yeah,
prophets
it's
and
like,
stuff.
bro, you can celebrate me being 5, okay? It's like you're not.
You're not putting me on a pedestal. the
Yeah,
way
you're not-
putting God.
Yeah, like it's okay, it's fine. You're not like worshiping me. It's just cool that I made it this far.
Yeah.
You know,
You guys can't get blood transfusions either.
they
can
can't
you?
do that either.
Why
yeah.
is that?
Supposedly
blood's
it's in
your
the
blood.
Bible. I don't know. Yeah,
Just,
like
oh, wow.
Your
dude,
body's your body.
Bro, I was never a good Jehovah's Witness, bro. Like I left when I was a teenager.
Did you have a eureka moment? Like, what was the moment you realized, like, I gotta get out of this?
When they wouldn't allow me to join sports in school.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah,
What was the sport you're trying to join?
any of them.
You're trying to join your local shuffleboard team,
Bro, anything, dude. And they were just like more worried about me getting involved with the wrong people or something and like falling out of being a Jehovah's Witness or whatever.
You're not adopted, right? Okay.
Uh-uh.
Again, one of those things where it's
Yeah,
like,
you
I
never
wonder
know.
if,
Yeah.
like why, because I'm adopted. So it's like my dad's Lutheran. So it's like,
Oh, wow.
I go to, when I grew up, the times that I did go to church, it was Lutheran church.
No way.
There's a lot of white folks in Lutheran church, or just general where I grew up. So it's like,
It's a
Can I-
wild way to grow up.
Can I ask you something? How does it feel being adopted? Like when were you adopted? What age?
so my mom had me and then came here, and my dad legally adopted me. So it's like on paper, I have adoption paperwork and stuff for my old man. So it's like I know my mom. I still have my birth mother, but legally, as far as I'm concerned, in the state of California, or state of North Carolina, and the government is concerned, I'm a citizen because Justin Tassara, shout out to my old man, adopted me on paper, and made me his
That's
own.
what's up, yeah.
Yeah. So that portion of it, I don't know. I I don't know. I don't mind it as much now as I'm older. When I was younger, I didn't have a concept of it because I now that I'm older, I'm starting to think maybe I was an idiot as a kid and I just didn't understand a lot of like.
Like, were you angry or something?
I think when I found out, I was angry, especially when I found out that I had a dad, or what I presumed to be a dad, and then it turned out it was just like he was a dad, but he was like a guy that like. In my eyes, didn't do the things that you're supposed to do when you have a son or have a child,
yeah.
So it's like he like lives in Colombia, and he's like an actor, and he's a pretty successful actor, you know what I mean?
What? Really?
So,
Trip out,
yeah,
bro.
man. So he kind of made a kind of like a berserk level deal with God where he was like,
If I
you can
adopt
take
this
my
kid-
son,
Oh, shit.
but I want my dream so badly that I'm willing to give up my own son.
Damn.
That was the kind of stuff that I would think about when I was younger.
I
It's
see,
like
and
that
it's
was
like, what the fuck, bro?
Exactly, you know what I mean? Because he still
Yeah.
got everything he wanted. He met a beautiful woman that they have no other kids. He does what he wants. He wanted his whole life to be an actor. That's what he wanted to do, and that's what he
Yeah.
does. But his equivalent exchange with the universe, his quid pro quo with whatever God he understands, his Jehovah's Witness Lutheran God
Yeah.
was like,
The
okay,
spaghetti monster.
but
The
we're
flying
gonna take
spaghetti
this little
monster.
dude and we're gonna put him somewhere else.
Holy crap.
And
Yeah.
like, so I've always with that portion of it, but like my old man, I love my old man. He's
got
great.
you.
Like he's a
Cool.
great guy.
That's
I
what's
think
up.
it takes a lot of nuts for a dude to take another person's seed and make
Yeah.
them your own. And like my parents got divorced. He's like technically not. He is because he signed that paperwork. He's my dad, so he is my father.
That's
but he
cool.
has no he didn't need to keep me in his life after we divorced. He had my mom wrung him dry, took the house, took everything from him. He had to work 3 jobs.
How old were you when you were adopted by him?
Like 2 years old, maybe a little less than that.
So, bro, you're
He's my
basically,
dad. He's my old man.
If you were like 8, I think you would always see him as just like a guardian.
Exactly.
Or like a,
but he's my old man. He's the only old man that I ever known.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
dude, that's cool though, because like honestly, sometimes your actual parents suck ass. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I love my parents. You know what I mean? But dude, we fought for so many years. Because of the religious stuff. Like, they really want you to like follow their footsteps, you know what I mean?
Or do better than you, which is like its own corrupted version of like, these are the footsteps that I wish I'd done.
It's a lot of pressure.
Like, this is this, I wish I'd gone to school. I wish I'd done this. And so it's like, they're like, do the things that I should have done. And it's like, but I don't want to fucking do that shit. Like, I don't want to.
Here's one thing that I think like my parents don't have, like in terms of like what most Latino households do or don't do or whatever. Like, you could be a terrible kid, right? Like, you could be out there getting fucked up, but whatever. But they still want you to stay home. Like, they don't want you to leave. You could be doing well, like, but they just like, nah, just stay here. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like my parents, because I was not down with the religion, they were just down to kick me out. You know what I mean?
Immediately.
When I was 18, they love me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think in terms of like what probably the mentality for like most Latinos, like probably that are especially from Mexico, like my parents are more possibly Americanized than that the mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, my family is kind of like the opposite, where they're like honestly very often offering like, oh hey, why don't you just stay in Florida for like a couple months, just hang out with us, blah blah blah. Because
they baby you.
Yeah, they baby me, but I mean, I guess they just also love the company. My sister is about to leave their nest. My brother is already on his kid number 2. He's getting that ready. And
were your parents always Jehovah's Witnesses, or did they convert when they came here?
So actually, look, that's another thing. Like, my parents were. My mom was born in Texas, El Paso. My dad is from California. So I'm like 3rd, 4th generation Mexican.
Oh,
do you know
cool. Were their parents Jehovah's Witnesses?
I don't think so.
I'm just trying to figure out where the Jehovah's Witness comes
from. Bro, it
from.
happens, dude. I worked with the dude. Like, he was he was a.
No, I'm just passing it over.
He was a cook, right? This dude was straight from Mexico, right? He came over here. He's illegal immigrant dude, and after so much, he became a Jehovah's Witness.
Faith is faith,
dude.
How was your relationship with God?
You know what, dude? I don't really have one. I don't think. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I like the idea of not having to like, use God to determine my decisions. You know what I mean? Like, God is God. Whatever He did, He created it. I don't give a fuck. I want to live the life I want to live.
Well, it's sick because then you have like your own drive and everything. You know, you're a self-made man in a lot of respects.
But also the atheism. You know what I mean? Like, how do we know that God actually exists? What if it's just like all like just a flowing part of life that really has no consciousness? It's just like movement and time and
the universe.
Exactly. So it's like. It's weird how both ideas can go into each other, right? Like, of God and no God.
You can't have one without the other.
Yin and yang, baby.
Yeah. So.
That's cool. My mom had no religion. We didn't really grow up. You know, she was very anti-God. It was very like, she would tell us when we were young there was no God. She'd be like, when you're dead, you're dead. Like, there's nothing like that. But then you look at my grandma, her mom, and she was very religious. So it's like, I think it's like steps. I'm like thinking, I hear your situation, which is a little opposite. Your parents were almost too religious. And impressed upon you a version of God that, or a version of religion that you were like, this isn't what I'm here for, and like, so my question is, I wonder what maybe their parents were just like, fucking hippies, dude. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what your grandparents were like, and they were like, whatever, free love and peace and love. It's just
something like that does happen where it's like every generation is somehow the opposite of the last generation.
Yeah.
I guess we just don't want to be
because
our parents.
you've seen them, you hate them, you know? And then as you get older, you kind of have to make the decision to just not hate them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to, like, be cool.
Yeah, once you hit 30, you know,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like...
Yeah.
If your grandparents
They're just
were,
like old people. Your parents just start dying in front of your eyes.
Yeah,
They're like
bro, before
Tamagotchis
it's
or
too
plants,
late,
and you're
dude.
like, whoa, like
I
this
fucked
isn't
up.
this
Yeah.
isn't a game anymore.
No,
you know,
yeah.
I'm not like fantasizing about living forever anymore. It's like my mom is gonna, you know, melt before my eyes if I don't fucking. So yeah, there comes a lot of inner peace, you know. Once you start realizing that eventually they're gonna be in a box,
It's crazy.
and you're just gonna be some guy
Some guy, yeah.
with just no parents.
For real,
So
dude.
it's a little, you know, I came back from a funeral recently to bury my grandma.
Hey, to all the adult orphans out there. you
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
sorry. I
Like,
mean, Sam,
yeah.
the guy who I started this whole thing with, Binge on this with, Sam's parents died when he was 16. You know, it's like, I can't imagine your parents dead at 16.
That's terrible.
They left him a bunch of stuff. They left a bunch of money. None of that mattered to Sam. None of that mattered to him. He just had a daughter. Her first 1 year.
congrats to him.
It's her 1 year birthday. His mom doesn't get to see that. You know,
Damn, yeah,
his dad
it's
doesn't
rough.
get to see that.
Yeah.
Like nobody, you know, everything they're, you know. So it's like, oof, bro. Yeah, you gotta forgive your parents eventually. I mean, unless your parents like kept you in like a fucking box and like beat the shit out of you or raped you or shit. It's like, don't forgive your
I mean, it seems like you get along with your parents just fine, though, right?
No, no, dude, we're good. We're great.
But it
Yeah,
took
yeah.
time, is what he's saying.
It took
It's
time,
like it
yeah,
took
because
getting kicked out of the house at 18.
Getting kicked out of the house was also like a yin and yang for me. Like, sure, it sucked, but it was amazing for me too. I got to do a whole lot of different experiences, meet a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like, and it was cool for me. You know, it felt like. And then also I had like a spite, because there's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses that would like, right? They would get out, do life, have a bad experience, and then be like, oh,
Come right back.
there's
to the
nothing
faith.
left in life. And it's like, bro, that's just part of life. You have to realize that there's gonna be downs. You can't just, there's not just pure elevation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was there
you're gonna have a bipolar crash.
So was there anything that was still like Latin American inspired that was part of your early childhood, like aside from the
Yeah, how
Jehovah's-
Hispanic did you grow up?
Yeah.
Like, did your parents have like Mexican flags on their walls and like
no,
pictures of Chente on the wall? Vicente
No, yeah,
Hernandez,
because
or-
they weren't from Mexico. You
Cool.
know? I think my dad was kind of like also like not an orphan, but his mom was like
not really present.
no, because she had like mental problems, health issues, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
And so he had to like live with different people. My mom, she had a rough life, you know, and this was just all in America, you know. So I don't know. I feel like for them, they came from a rough time, so it was like they just like. I think that's like probably the most Latino about it is like, you know, when Mexicans come straight from Mexico, you know, they team up, they fucking you
Yeah.
know, they do what they have to do to like
Yeah,
make it.
they
And I
all
think-
live together in one apartment.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
that's what my parents did, like coming from you know what I mean? Like that's, but other than that, like growing up, you could say we're pretty Americanized. you
That's
know what I mean?
so. Did you guys just exclusively hang out with Jehovah's Witness people?
Yeah, dude.
So your school was Hispanic, but your social life was mostly Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, which was mixed.
Pretty
you
cool.
know? I mean, like,
Very interesting. Pretty fucking neat.
yeah, but
We have a lot more in common than we realized.
Well, not just that, dude. I love every person that we've talked to that comes here has their own thing.
Those two stories are the same. And it's really like
It's
quite
beautiful. There's something. Maybe it's the
exciting.
jazz, and maybe it's because we're getting stoned, dude. But it's like
We're pretty
beautiful,
jazzed
bro.
up, for sure.
Life is so cool, man. Really fucking cool.
yeah.
Danny is like Danny's the opposite. Like his parents are Colombian. They have Colombian accents. We met them here. They're fucking.
But they know
lindos,
perfect
fucking-
English. They know how the
But they
law
have.
works
But here's
here.
the thing, though. It's like your mom's got an accent.
Yeah.
Your old man's got an accent. Danny's family's got Colombian flags on the wall. They're very Colombianized. They
Actually, no. That Colombian flag I got you, I also got for them. That's the only one they have. They've never had a Colombian flag. I don't even know if they
Case
hung
in
it.
point, you know, Danny should, by all, metrics, be like a little more Colombian.
The most Colombian, the most Latin
A
American.
little more Colombian.
But I'm more whitewashed than
And your parents, Jehovah's Witness, you know, and it doesn't sound like they were particularly Hispanic, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
you sound like what Danny should sound like, and you know what I mean? So it's such, you know, it's kind of
Want to
cool.
do a Freaky Friday?
Yeah, you guys should touch.
Let me talk.
Touch tips.
I gotta have the voice right.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah, constantly apologize for everything.
I'm sorry, guys. I want to be a nice guy, but
Man, what are you talking about? You know, let's just eat some caca lattes at the same
lattes. I can't. I could hear that.
Those potatoes. You eat those
I want to
peanuts
get good
every
at
time.
impressions.
No, that was a good impression.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Fetterman is good at impressions. I wish Fetterman were here. That perfect segue. So we asked Mario Rodriguez, a great comedian, you know, how his Latin roots or his Mexican or whatever you want to phrase it politically, how that translates onto the stage as a comedian.
Yeah, how does it affect your stand-up?
So how much of that is present and makes up of your set? And do you feel like, because of your upbringing, do you feel like it's an honest portrayal, or are you creating a character?
No, I'm pretty. I don't have a character on stage. I definitely use like life stories, you know, to tell jokes and stuff. Yeah, like I guess in terms of how it affects, you know, like I see a lot of, you know, Latino comics, and they know how to like use certain like you know, like Mexican kind of like stereotypes or whatever, or like attitudes or slang words that like, you know, hit hard with crowds. And I don't have that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have it at all. Like, I've been around it. I know what they're saying. You know what I mean? But naturally, like, it doesn't come off that way, like, when I'm on stage.
That is true. I very rarely notice you use, like one of those voices. You ever hear, like, Jim Gaffigan or, like, Fluffy use the voice, like, or, like, hi, like, you know, like, a lot of comedians use that voice to characterize like how they think the people that should be made fun of in their Latin community or their cultural community are. You don't have that, which is like to say that you don't do impressions often to begin with, but you do like talk about your life stories.
Yeah.
And it's like it's I don't want to say authentic. I want to say it's just hard. It's hard because it's real. You know?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
It's not like totally deep and all that.
No. Yeah.
But
yeah. But.
Like, you don't go on stage and go, sorry I was late, I just got done eating my torta.
No, you see, like that, yeah, like there, yeah. I yeah.
When I was younger?
But I mean, I ate beans and tortillas. Like our food, our diet was Mexican, you know. But yeah, I just don't come off that way. Maybe, who knows? I bet you eventually, who knows? Maybe like every now and then I might come out with like a little joke like that. But for now, it's like, I'm just trying to like come off like just the most genuine, like find something where it's like I can bring my, wherever I'm from, bring it to even where like white people can understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you're in our D&D group. Your character's name is Chupa Maverga. Like that's
well, that's pretty Hispanic. What's your class in D&D? That's good though.
It's so dumb. But so like
after
we just won the last battle, right? And I continue off of that. You know, we had a great time. We were super happy. We were so happy. Fucking our friend Tyler's character, our friend Ray Cameron's character. You know, I had them have a threesome with Tyler's bear.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
like,
how'd you make them? They just rolled
I
on,
just
or-
said it happened, bro. I said it happened, and it happened, bro.
Now I get it.
That's how I made it happen.
Yeah, I get the problems.
that's not where it stops.
Yeah, and so because they had a threesome with the bear, they also contracted fairy tale AIDS.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
God damn.
I make it even worse. And this is just the very beginning.
Yeah.
So
Of the whole episode?
yeah, of my DMing.
Oh, boy. Are you
Yeah.
currently in the middle of a story? Like an arc as a DM? Or?
Yeah, so like I'm pretty much like I'm telling the story and having them roll to make certain decisions.
No, I meant like, are you currently in the middle of doing your own arc? Like you're saying, each one of you
it's
guys.
everybody just gets one episode.
So you
kind of
get
like
one
a
episode.
Exquisite
Gotcha.
Corpse, you know, where like you just hand it off to the next person. They do their own thing with
Cool.
it. So,
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but right now, it's
I'd love to
a lot
check that
different.
out.
Yeah,
we
bro.
we have a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
If you ever want to come on,
Oh, I'd love to.
If you're free on a Monday.
On a Monday, yeah,
On a
I'm
Monday.
free on Mondays.
All right.
Yeah, ours is called Roll 420s.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
So-
man.
Wait, so do you guys play like regular where it's like 5-hour games and shit?
Well,
Or more
we play
5-hour
online, like over Zoom, because it's my buddies from back home, so we're not all.
There's like a browser version
here.
of D&D that you can access. It's actually quite.
Yeah, it's really cool. And so we play over there. So sometimes, yeah, you know, we'll be online for 3 hours, 4 hours to try and complete a little bit of the story. But it's like we've got 20 episodes of a certain arc up, and then we have Roll 420 nights where we play Call of Cthulhu. So it's like I would love to. I want to get like a live version of it set up. Like I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's cool. Okay, we're at the 30 mark, Danny. Where's your test at? Let's get this portion of it going.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll just go ahead and ask you three like.
Oh wait, let me ask one of my last weird questions.
Oh, is it the one I think it is?
Of course, I have to
Yes,
ask
all right.
everybody this.
Get your thinking cap. Right?
Yeah, get your thinking cap on.
I'm very high.
So I wonder a lot if I have a friend of mine. His name's FC out in Arizona, and he and I started a podcast. But he was fiercely anti-colonizer. He had a very, very deep, I guess hatred. I don't want to use that word, but it's like, you know, he hates the idea of colonizers of Spain and everything. Do you, as a Hispanic person, ever feel any type of, or do you even meet anybody who has that type of thinking of like anti-Spain, anti-colonizer, in the same way that like certain black people will get mad about slavery?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
have you ever experienced that in your life? Do you ever feel that? Do you ever wonder, hey?
Oh, definitely, yeah. With the history with Spain and Portugal and fucking what was the other one?
Germany.
Was it Germany?
Yeah, Germany fucking colonized a lot
Yeah,
of Mexico.
like, you know, and then you think of the Spanish Inquisition and all that. Like,
Oh yeah.
And then just like, so I was telling my friend this story the other day. Like, I forgot what native, but it was the leader Moctezuma, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was when the Spaniards first came through, right? He decided, I want to like make peace, and I'm gonna invite them into my kingdom and show them what's up, And so they came through. He came, like showed them, and they straight up just ambushed everything and just like took over like that,
Typical.
Yeah, so it was like the history is like pretty fucked up. I'm glad I know it, but I don't know if I'm like low key just hating on Spaniards like for that really anymore. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I don't know.
I'd be thinking about it.
But what do you mean? Like I don't.
No, I'm saying like the way you looked right now. You're like, I'd be thinking about it sometimes. Like, I know you answered it perfectly. That's literally it. It's just like
I mean, I think like if there's a chick from Spain, and I thought I would see.
yeah, you're not gonna be like,
Oh no!
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you! Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to think about this sometimes as well. And
I guess maybe I should change the nature of my question to
it's
if people
like-
think about it versus, or if like, yeah, I mean,
Is
how
there a
off-
version of that that's relevant to you? Like maybe as an Angelino that's also Latino. Like, do you ever see a transplant like me moving in and be like,
Oh, cool, that's a good one.
you know what, this guy, he doesn't get the Southern California experience. And follow up, do you feel that way about me? Let's find out. I'm joking. No.
it's kind of
No,
interesting.
I don't even care that people are not like from LA. My only thing is like, why do people that are, to me, it seems like even though it's like from out of state or just out and out, like they didn't grow up in the county, it seems like people just like are so negative about LA, saying it's fake and this and that, and it's like, bro, you have to understand, like LA's fucking huge, bro. There's no way in hell or in any real reality that you're gonna meet 100% amazing, cool people, dude.
Yeah.
You're not in a small fucking town where you know each other and yeah, they're nice. They're not. Oh, they're okay. You just don't met. Bro, there's how many million? And you
It's
want
like 7
everybody to
million
be
people.
fucking
They
walking
say
down the
you could
street
fit
and
the
like.
whole world population within its county if you had them shoulder to shoulder from the top to the bottom of the county.
Who said that?
It's on Wikipedia.
You mean the Wikipedia?
Yeah, but I mean that's an interesting.
I mean, they
that's
say
a very
they-
zen way of looking at it. You
that-
should run for mayor, dude.
What?
You should be mayor of LA.
Mayor.
Whoa.
What?
Why he goes
go
why?
I just feel it's like, bro, be reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
It's
I feel
a
that.
huge place.
So you love living here.
I think it's great, dude. The people
great.
typically are dope, chill people. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you ever gone anywhere out of California?
yeah. I mean, everybody's nice everywhere. You know what I mean? But
Like Mario went to Kansas, and that was his first experience with white folks. But I guess,
no,
yeah, you know white folks.
yeah.
Yeah. Mario, when he was on the thing, he was like, I've never been around white fools. Like,
No.
yeah, because Mario only grew up, the way basically the
Where
most.
did he grow up?
He was in. Fuck.
It's in Michigan.
No, you fucking mook. He's from California. He was born in California, but he's out East LA, like somewhere not even that far. He said that he didn't even know that Hollywood was like real. He didn't understand the concept that like
wow.
he was that
Could
close.
have been Boyle Heights.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly. But
I feel so
don't know.
stupid. Go
Either
listen to
way.
the episode.
Yeah.
But he was, he was like, he was like, I never met white fools until I went out to Kansas. Like, Hollywood was a place that didn't exist. That was, so it's it's very cool. It's very interesting that, that it is another demonstration of how big this fucking place is.
I lived with the white guy for a little bit.
Yeah, see, like
I lived with some white people for some time.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Brett Hamburger.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hamburgers.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, for me, it's like kind of the opposite. Where like I've learned to connect more Latin people when I moved to LA, because in Orlando it is very, very, very white. So it's like even the Latin people there, they're Spanish, but they're very private. They don't make friends. Here they do, and I'm appreciative for both your friendships.
Look, in regards, appreciate you too. You're fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I too appreciate
Shout
your
out to your jobs at Jersey Mike's and as
hell
Haha's bartender.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
He bartends
Shout out
at
to
the
my
Haha, man. It's
Oh,
insane.
yeah?
He just throws
cool.
where I work, low key, and they're like,
Yeah, just to make sure that everybody
I
knows.
know, for real.
You get
dude.
some good spots when you bartend at the Haha, right? They've been able to help you.
Yeah, no, wow, that's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bartend at Apartment 200, and recently I've been like, maybe I should just fucking go around to the fucking places and try and pimp myself out as a fucking. But then I'm like, you know what? Nah, man. Fuck that, bro. I'm a win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fucking slang it in there, bro. Like, slang drinks. What I really want to do is go and slang drinks in West Hollywood. Been going to the gym a lot lately.
Damn, bro.
Been going to the gym a lot lately.
Hustle like Russell.
I'm trying to
dude.
get fucking thick so that I can go into that bitch and fucking slang, bro, and get a lot of fucking tips, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired of just being a dude in a straight dude's world, I want to go.
work at a gay club. Dude.
That's why I'm going to West Hollywood to go and work in a gay club. That's
make
what I'm saying.
bank.
I'm going to go and work out at West Hollywood. What? You thought I was just telling a crazy story
I
about
thought
getting
you just
jacked
wanted
up?
to work at
This
a
is
straight,
planned.
No,
a straight bar with
I
your
work
shirt
at
off.
I work at a straight bar already. I'm saying, I'm not. All these bitches that work. You know what I'm saying? Like that work on all these other clubs, and they got these fucking, fat monkey melon milkers, bro. And it's like they're raking in this fucking money, and it's like, we could do that, Russ. We could do that.
Just get some tits, bro. You don't need to work out.
You're right,
Yeah,
dude.
what the
I could
fuck
just
are you
throw on
talking
some
about,
titties, dude. And then if people didn't tip me, I'd be like, cause I'm a dude with
What
tits.
the fuck?
Cause I got
Seriously,
tits.
dude?
Fucked up.
Security.
Security. Bounce them.
Exactly.
Bounce them. Do I have a?
You could do that.
Bounce them.
That's nice.
Bounce them.
All right, so let's get into Danny's favorite part of his fucking thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
we're
excited.
gonna do a quick questionnaire and then onto our quiz. So
waiting
So
for
so I
this.
was talking to Bryan about this and you actually. I want to do a little questionnaire before the main quiz called "Fuck, Marry, Kill," but for comedians. So it would be host, feature, and headline.
Okay.
Let's go by different categories, right? Let's go by like 3 of them. First one. legends, right?
Okay.
Host, feature, headline. Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, or Jerry Seinfeld.
That's tough. I feel like
Faced with one
Damn, yeah. Jerry Seinfeld, something about him is like very like stand-up comedy. So it would be cool to feature, with Jerry Seinfeld, you know what I mean? Like
Wow.
I feel like just because like he has that, like he's supposedly the grandmaster of stand-up comedy, right? This was fucking breaks it down to whatever, and he's been doing it for so long. Like, dude, if I featured for him, like, I feel like that'd be sick, bro. It'd be a different type of comedy what he's doing, you know what I mean? And his audience would be able to see that. I think it'd be dope, And to defend it, at least, Robin Williams, rest his soul, but I heard he stole jokes, so.
He did. But I heard he paid for those jokes.
Well, if you steal them, I mean, whatever.
I mean, if you bought jokes, I guess, I don't
fuck it.
know.
So I think I would host for Robin Williams, because
That'd be
it's
cool.
like, yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be fun. I don't really have to worry about doing material. I could just
Yeah.
like,
Just let it ride.
just let it ride. Yeah.
The Coke is carrying that show.
Yeah, he's giving me some of that.
Yeah,
some-
we're in the back
PCP,
doing
yeah.
impressions of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing an impression of Robin Williams. He's doing my impression of me doing an impression of Robin Williams.
Right.
We're just-
Yeah. Exactly, dude. Fuck yeah.
Patch Adams.
So then that would leave.
And then
for
I
Richard Pryor.
guess headline, that would be crazy, because like what spot would Richard Pryor, like, is he hosting?
He would either host or go before you, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing. It should
Or he could be
that.
tending bar, and you could just casually be like, "Isn't that right, Richard?" And then it'd be like,
Isn't that what?
"You're right."
Maybe it could just be on the lineup, because feature would assume just feature, but hosting that would be intermittent. So like the other one.
Your imaginary
Yeah.
questions need some rework, Danny.
Okay, well,
So-
this is the first time I'm asking
Okay,
this.
no. So headline, I guess, like, let's just say, fucking Richard Pryor had a show. He wasn't necessarily on it, but it was his show.
It was like Richard Pryor.
Richard
Richard Pryor
Pryor's-
presents.
Yeah, exactly.
New-
Like,
new
but,
co- new
dude,
faces
that
of
would be
comedy.
sick to be a headliner. of that
That'd be
shit.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor's Faces of Death.
Yeah. Jesus. Like him catching on fire and shit.
Yeah, Richard Pryor presents Two Girls, One Cup, the show.
Him fucking gnawing his face off from too much crack.
Yeah. He set himself on fire, didn't he? By accident.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah, food's dope, bro.
Okay. All right, so we'll move through these two.
Thanks, Danny.
These other two really quickly. So, George Lopez, Ralph Barbosa, or Jesus Trejo.
Jesus Trejo. Jesus Trejo? Why can't I think of who that is? Why am I tripping?
It's almost like Danny just threw him in there last minute.
All right, sorry, not Jesus Trejo. He's a Mexican comic, but maybe
Is he like a...
oh, Pablo Friends. Who's that
yeah.
guy we were gonna see at Long Beach?
Yeah. Fucking Pablo Francisco.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Pablo?
There is a comic named Pablo
am
Francisco.
Oh no! What? Damn! That
Paul Rodriguez.
Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah,
That's
what
I'm
it was.
thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those three.
Faded, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, George
Lopez,
Lopez, Ralph
Paul
Barbosa,
Yeah, or Paul.
and Paul
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Host feature headline.
Okay, I would like to host Ralph Barbosa's show. That'd be cool. That'd
Cool.
be fun. I would headline for George Lopez, because fuck George Lopez, dude. He's a dick. I'm gonna make him fucking...
You're gonna make him eat his words.
Exactly. I'm gonna be the headliner of your show, dog. Make it happen. And I guess I would feature for Paul Rodriguez, which would be dope too. That'd be sick.
Alright, very cool. I think it'd be cool to feature for Ralph Barbosa because like you'd have to be a pretty good comic at that point to like feature for him. Like
Yeah, because he's killing
he's
it
got
right
killers. Always got killers. All right, last one before we get into our big toys here. These are all different categories. So the first one was like big stars. Second one was Latinos. This one, let's just say women.
now. Okay.
Let's say women. Okay, so Roseanne Barr, Ellen DeGeneres, and Taylor Tomlinson.
Taylor. She's that young chick right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She's
Ooh,
got that.
Pretty
She's
cute.
got that show on CBS
Yeah, that's all I know, but she's pretty cute.
after midnight.
She is shorty.
Yeah,
She's pretty
but I'm sure she's pretty funny too.
pretty
you know?
successful. She's got 3
Yeah.
specials on Netflix, and
Word.
she's got that CBS show. She's like the youngest.
I'm
late
not. Yeah,
night
I'm not
host.
trying to be. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her stuff yet, but okay. So, but it's the same thing. Host.
Host feature headline.
Okay. That would.
Roseanne Barr.
I'm down to feature for
Roseanne
Taylor
Barr.
Tom. What's her name? Taylor.
Roseanne Barr, Ellen DeGeneres, and Taylor Tomlinson.
I'm down to feature for Taylor Tomlinson. Host Roseanne Barr and headline Ellen DeGeneres.
Hell yeah, Alan
It's
DeGeneres.
she's like George Lopez but white. You know, fuck that.
I
bitch.
like that. Are you writing them down, Danny?
I'm writing them down. We're gonna keep track of this. We're gonna ask
Cool. I like it.
people.
The way you kept track about where Mario Rodriguez was born.
Damn.
Did either of us?
Michigan.
Though? Did either of us though?
Michigan. He has the
Sorry.
weirdest Michigan accent I've ever heard, dude. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what an
Oh,
isolated incident. Yeah, he like grew up behind the only Taco Bell
Oh wait,
in
you know what? It's
Michigan.
Sacramento. Wasn't it Sacramento?
No.
Yeah, same place from. No.
No, you fool. He's from the East LA.
Oh,
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
All right.
All right, so we're going into our big question. So you got to answer 5 of these right,
Oh, I'm
or at least
nervous.
more than
Now I'm
3.
nervous. Yeah.
If you answer more than 3 right, so you have to get 4 out of 5.
But if you win,
If you win,
you get to smoke a
I'm
joint.
gonna go in.
Damn.
No, not only that. but we're
Another
gonna-
one?
I'm-
Yeah, I mean,
Could-
we're
could-
going on
we
5.
we
fucking
carpooled here, but
donkers,
after
dude.
this, if you win, I'll treat you to an empanada from World of Empanadas.
Hey,
We're searching for that sponsorship. It's gonna happen
Bro, the
this
pressure
year.
is fucking on, dude.
So we're gonna go get some empanadas.
Okay.
And you'll be treated to them. My treat. But if you get less than 3, or if you only get 3 out of 5 right, you gotta pay for my empanadas.
Oh, god damn it.
But you
I'm
still get to
nervous.
get one too. as
Yeah,
long as
yo,
you-
of course I'm gonna. You think I'm gonna buy you one and not me one? Of course.
The stakes could never be higher.
Jeez.
So, let's see how much you know about Mexican culture.
This is gonna be crazy. And I have a bad memory. I don't even remember what happened yesterday.
And I'm so fucking lit right now that I'm just kind of like, it's like the music, and like I'm kind of like, what am I gonna put on the green screen behind all this? Like, a bunch of like abstract art films and shit. Yeah, sorry we got so high, man.
No, it's all good. I feel like you guys are gonna go back and you're gonna be able to tell when I was like super high.
Oh, when we got
Yeah.
probably around.
All right, man. Are you ready?
Sure.
¿Estás listo
You better hurry up, bro, because the
Sí,
music
sí,
just
sí
dropped.
estoy.
for the marvelous Mexican quiz of the year?
Let's go. Let's go.
Number 1.
Oh shit.
And el gauntlet. I was expecting the guns. We'll do that again.
Yeah, I'll put it in post.
What is the traditional Mexican dish made with maize dough filled with various ingredients such as meats, cheeses, and beans? Is it A, arepas, B, tamales,
Jesus Christ.
or C, ropa vieja?
Yes.
So the ingredients is maize.
Maize dough,
Uh-huh.
so corn
Uh-huh.
dough with meats, cheeses, and beans.
With meats, cheeses, and beans.
Arepas,
It doesn't
tamales,
say whether
or ropa vieja.
it doesn't say whether they're just all in one at the same time.
I think
or-
it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so the choices are tamales,
Tamales, arepas, and ropa vieja. Which one is the Mexican dish that is consisted of?
I just don't see a lot of beans in tamales, so I'm gonna get rid of tamales.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with A.
Arepas?
Yeah.
Dude. Russell, arepas are Colombian.
Or Colombian.
You fool. Of course it's tamales.
How?
How not, dude?
Because I never, dude. Do people put beans
arepas
in their
are cheese. They're just cheese.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Isn't
what's
it
up.
just cheese? Cheese and dough, that's it.
Huh?
Arepas. Well, it's the answer is tamales.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So my thing was the beans.
Yeah, I've never
I've never had
and
beans,
tamales.
and that's why I was like, are they all in there at once? Because
Have I been eating tamales
no,
wrong
because
my whole
also
life?
no, there unless there's certain types of tamales. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
but-
There's like Guatemalan tamales. The Mexican tamales are like, if it's beef, it's just beef. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. Is it all in one or are they separate? Like, because if it's separate, then I could say tamales. But if it's like all in one, then it's like something else.
Yeah,
That was my. That's the Mexican. The Mexican tamales are like usually of one thing.
You know, now I'm worried this is getting it confused with Colombian.
Oh boy! All right,
Maybe that's where my research went right.
all right.
Okay, let's say
Hey,
Call it a
any
mulligan.
Mexicans?
let's call it a
Let's
mulligan.
no.
If
Let's
I'm wrong,
give it to
if
him.
I'm wrong, no, put it in the comments if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Well, what are Mexican tamales? How are they made? It's usually just the maize. You just put whatever one meat
Yeah.
or whatever one cheese with like a jalapeno.
That's it. I think
According to Google, according to Taste Better from Scratch.com, authentic tamales are a traditional Mexican dish made with a corn-based dough mixture that is filled with various meats or beans and cheese. They are wrapped and cooked in corn husks and banana leaves.
Okay.
bean tamales.
I don't
that's
know,
wild.
dude. I'll give you this one if you want.
Give
but
it
you
to
still
him.
have to get more than 3 right.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I,
The next
I
question.
was confused about the. Okay.
All right. Number 2, what famous Mexican artist is known for their vibrant and surreal self-portraits?
Danny, is this Chat GPT generated?
It is.
Oh my God.
Including the 2 Fridas and self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird. Is it A, Salvador Dali, B, Frida Kahlo, or C, Fernando Botero?
I'm gonna say Frida Kahlo.
You're right.
Yeah, she does a lot of self. That's all she does. She draws herself twice in a self-portrait.
Also kind of gives it away when it says the 2
Yeah,
Fridas.
exactly, dude.
Like,
Yeah, like
I don't think Botero has a middle name.
yeah.
Fridas. Fernando Fridas.
You should have just cut off the
Botero, that sounds
question
like-
from.
Yeah, but he's so fucking lit right
Shucks.
now. He's just reading. He thinks he's live. He thinks we're live right now on C-SPAN.
I'm just having fun, dude.
There
Good.
sh- there
I'm having
should-
a good
you
time.
know what?
Art. Yeah, I
There-
think you're having a good time too.
This is a great
This
time.
is stimulating the mind.
Yeah, it is.
can always
We went through a lot of great subjects, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I
This
felt,
is the gauntlet,
this
dude.
show regularly makes me feel good about, like, getting to meet other Colombian comics or Hispanic comics because I don't really, you meet people at mics a lot and it's like there's not a lot of time to kind of, like, talk and get to know each other.
Yeah.
So to get the opportunity to not only sit down with another comic, but a comic who's Hispanic and who's also a Jehovah's Witness, like a former Jehovah's Witness who grew up, it's like the more and more you get, it's like the blade gets smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where it's like it's so sharp that it's like cool, man. Like,
Yeah, it's
being alive is cool, dude.
Yeah,
All
right.
right, read the fucking robot.
Oh, yeah.
Machine.
Dude, I would totally fuck Selma Hayek as Frida Kahlo.
I'd watch you
Oh,
fuck
fuck
her.
yeah.
Read the thing.
So would I.
During which Mexican holiday do the families create altars to honor or remember the deceased loved ones? Is it A, Pascuas?
Wait. Sorry. I
Yeah,
missed-
say that
I missed the
again.
question.
Which Mexican holiday do families create altars to honor the dead? Is it A, Pascuas? Is it B, Feliz Feliz Navidad? Or is it C, Dia de los Muertos?
It's C, Dia de los Muertos.
There we go. Thank you to Coco and all the other multiple Mexican references. I mean, that's just an LA thing. I've never seen that until I moved to LA, and it's really quite interesting. So
Cool.
I'm gonna try to participate sometime.
Yeah, I think, right, the idea is supposed to be like, you're not afraid of death.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
Jehovah's Witnesses never did that. Oh, of course, because they never
They don't
celebrate.
even celebrate birthdays, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So why wouldn't they celebrate the dead though?
Because that's
That-
fucking
because
celebrating.
that's like a fault. Now you're like, bro, this is them, right? They just think you would be worshiping them instead of God.
Oh, super selfless.
So it's like blasphemy or something.
I see. Very cool.
Yeah, you're like paying attention to something that you shouldn't be paying attention to is essentially what it is. Like,
Yeah, but
the only thing
yeah.
you should witness is God, like at all
Basically,
times.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it should be God 24/7.
Damn,
It
dude.
should just be.
How
All
did-
right, let's move on to our fourth question.
Your
What is the
roadcaster.
name of the Mexican alcoholic beverage made from the blue agave plant, primarily produced
Tequila.
in the region surrounding the city of blank?
It's tequila.
Is it A, Aguila?
Again?
Is it B, Gorilla? Or is it C, Tequila?
It's tequila.
Tequila Mockingbird, that's correct.
Yes.
Is your last question. Do you think you got
I'm
this?
nervous, dude. I think I got 3 right already, though.
I'm not telling you how much you got right.
I know
I'm not
what I
telling you
got.
how much you got right.
Dude. Okay.
What
Empanadas,
traditional
here we go.
Mexican dance involves a sequence of footwork, often performed with colorful skirts and accompanied by mariachi music? Is it A, flamenco, B, salsa, or C, jarabe tapatio?
It's A. Yeah, flamenco.
No, it's jarabe tapatio.
Is it?
The Mexican hat dance. How do you not? Man,
Maybe the music was too metal.
it was a little too metal. It was very
no.
confusing. Of course, he's gonna think it's
Yeah. Maybe he got a little
flamenco. That's
Look, what is?
flamenco. I don't know. That's
Wait, did he really get it wrong?
he got it wrong.
Uh,
The good news is he got 4 out of 5 right.
yeah.
You're getting a free empanada from me at
that's-
World of Empanadas. Congratulations, Russell!
Hey, by the way, that's pretty good for like a 4th generation Mexican.
Not
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
bro. Not bad. Yeah, I do agree. Maybe the tamales thing. That's a loaded question. Of course, it doesn't have that much in it. You know, like
Yeah, I mean some do, but it's like, I don't know. Is it like something I'm not? Because tortillas are maíz too. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
That's true.
maybe it could have just been something
I'm more of a
else.
flour guy myself. I just like flour.
Of course you are.
I love the maíz.
I love all tortillas, man. In
Russell,
any shape or form.
Thank you for coming on our podcast. Why don't you have take this moment to go and plug whatever projects you got going on? I know there's the Mike you host on Wednesdays. You do some shows, you host shows, and you have this new mic coming out. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, me and the homie California Red, we love roasting. We always just like go at it, and we're always like, just fucking around, especially with other comedians. So we're deciding to do this roast battle mic Sunday, July 14th. Come through. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I think one side went out. Hold on, I gotta hear myself say this proper. Well, it's keep on dancing. I got that going on. You guys can see my Instagram. I got some other shows throughout the month coming up. Check my shit out, Russ Comedy, RUSSCOMEDY. If you didn't know how to spell it.
Hell yeah, dude. And Danny, where can they find you, man?
Find me at Archila.
Yeah, baby.
More to come.
And then, of course, you can find me at @thereal_Bryan TV. And this show is available at bingeonthischannel.com, as well as Binge on This Channel on Instagram. You can find this particular podcast at
Caldo Pod.
And of course, you can find the rest of our great material, Roll 420s, the Happy News with Perry Kurtz, this, that, and the other. We got Caldo Risa, of course, and so many other great things.
Yeah, thanks for
Anywhere
joining us. And,
you find podcasts, simply search Binge on this channel, this, that, and the other. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Russ, my man. Fucking what a good fucking smoke jam session, dude. I feel like I've made a new Hispanic friend, which, I like very much. And thank you for everybody watching. For my aunt, thank you for watching. My aunt watches the show now.
That's what's up.
Hey,
Shout out to the auntie.
Thank you so much. ¿Cómo estás? And with that being said, as always, al que no le gusta el caldo, se le dan 3 tazas. Thank you, guys.
To the cup, Russell. To the cup. We're holding tazas. Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
We should have tea.